Alright, it's over, I suppose. All that's left is to put this to rest once and for all. We've gone through the epilogue, of course we've gone through the main body of everything. So here we are. One last trip through what started all of this Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge. So I'm doing something a little bit different, this one a little bit special. And darn it, I forgot to open a little something. One moment here. Just make sure I don't forget anything later. I'll have that open. Okay. Here we are. So this is going to be a little bit of a different playthrough. It's not going to be a new profile, in fact, which would be kind of weird. Mostly because we're not going to get to see the cutscenes, which bugs me. I don't know if I might insert the cutscenes or what, because it wouldn't be Stunt Track Challenge like you can see Drifting Iron Storm saying various things about various things. Whatever the case, I will start by introducing all the characters that we have here. If you're not interested in that, then I recommend just skipping ahead a few minutes until we actually start playing. But we have a lot of characters to go through, so I'm going to get started on it. We have, of course, first, Drift King 24/7. Where is... One second, I was on unexpected organized characters, and I didn't realize I had. Right. Okay, so it's going to take a little bit of time to find every character in the character list. Now, as a little aside, I've noticed if you put really big decals on these cars and save them and load them again, it tends to mess up those decals. So some of these decals aren't going to look right. They're going to be all skewed and whatnot, and in which case I'm just not going to worry about it. Because I can't save them and make them look right anyways. But, so this is Ryan Storm and his Drifting 24/7, of course. We have XG3 and Pony Up, just like in World Race. And of course, colored all these cars to look vaguely like their previous experiences as well. And got that little yellow band in the front. I love it. That worked out perfectly. Suzuka is, of course, Danny. Who else could it possibly be? Car Pipes is, of course, Burn. This time they're rocking something a bit closer to their World Race design, which I like a little bit more. Because in this game, it's just... I don't really like the design of Car Pipes in this game, actually, by default. I don't care for a shade of purple or anything. And it just has a little star up on the side I don't much care for. This, of course, is Auto, Prototype 12. Here we have the first muscle car, Ballistic, I believe. I'll make sure real quick. Or what? 1 second. There you go. That's the car list I was looking for. Alright, so this is Grease Lightning. It's just supposed to be colored very slight like Buzz Bomb, but I emphasize the slightly part. There's not much to work with. Roger Dodgers, of course, Race Cam. I wasn't sure if I should color it like I should leave it on its default colors, because we did have Race Cam sport that look back in World Race at one point. The blue with the shark on the side. I instead tried to make it look a little bit like Race Cam. I even got that gray stripe on the side, which I'm surprised didn't get messed up, actually. Huh. Yeah, Muscle Tone, of course, looking a little bit more like their... What was it? This would be the... Beat That appearance for Muscle Tone. Vulture is, of course, Alex in their canonical design. It's weird actually playing this game and saying, hey, Alex is actually here now, the canonical real Alex. And in game, they're actually referred to by name. So it's Burn, kind of. You know, they modified the name a little bit. And they changed their car design. Zodic, I am fairly certain, yes, is the Professor, which is... This car is supposed to look vaguely like the Vulture Roadster. Emphasis on vaguely. And there's not much I could do to make it really look like it. Mega Duty! Yep, the purple on the front is all sorts of messed up. Darn it. Oh well. They're not purple and orange. There's not much you can do to make things look orange aside from just stretching out that one particular Hot Wheels decal. Didn't work out very well, because it got all rotated after I saved it for some reason. But anyways, this is going to be Slide Out, just to give them some acknowledgement after having appeared a couple times. Super Tuned is naturally Gearhead. Did I put that decal back? I guess I did. It's supposed to look red, I think. I don't know. But yes, this is of course Gearhead and Super Tuned. Fortunately, you can't really add the red colors like in the model he usually races. Jester is naturally Bedlam. Yeah, it actually looks fairly golden here, I'm surprised. The gold wheels help a lot too, of course. Overboard, I believe this is a Metagog? Yes, with Velocity X type of aesthetic. I think actually it matches pretty well. Looks good, do you like their appearance in Velocity X? This is Slingshot's companion, I believe. Only one who would be colored like this. Yep, colored like the gray and green design that, or more of a seafoam, that you saw towards the end of World Race. And of course you have Governor. We have 16 Angels sporting their golden design from Hot Wheels Stunt Challenge GBA, which normally does not have golden wheels. It's actually the most interesting golden design, to be perfectly honest. We have the Dior 2, which who else could this possibly be? One thing I've been really weird about the Dior in this game, I don't know if it's supposed to look like this, or if it's a rendering error or what, but if you look at the fin, the tail here, it's broken up. It doesn't actually connect. There's just like this stripe across it of void. I don't know why. 40-something. This is actually going to be Swoopy-Doo, colored like their appearance in Star Trek Challenge GBA. No longer golden, because they're no longer probably golden Tetrad. I was originally going to have Muscle Tone and 40-something colored like each other as a joke, because I used to confuse the two so much, but that hasn't happened in so long that I ended up changing that. But I've been playing this for many months, so back when I was originally playing this a long time ago, that was what I had this car as. It was made to imitate the default look of Muscle Tone in this game. Side Drift. Side Drift was, for a little bit of time, their own character, but it was just on a little, and they're really not anymore. So instead I said this will just be So Fast, because of course So Fast has to be in this game. Slingshot is naturally Slingshot. As for whether or not golden, Slingshot has vowed not to wear a golden livery again until they actually win another Stunt Track Challenge. Twin Mill is of course Twin Mill, this time sporting the World Race design, my preferred Twin Mill design. And that's all of them. So I will play as all these characters. As for any honorable mentions that I would have liked to include that didn't actually get into the game, let's look at the list here. I have a couple. We have Rigger Motor, of course, they're in Rigger Motor's shop right here. Rigger Motor being the mechanic for the races here at Stunt Track Challenge. Silhouette is here as well. They're present, albeit in shadow form, not usually visible to us. Not necessarily performing, I guess, or racing. The Dusty Angels, of course, not present either, given that they would be in the simulation, but they get an honorable mention, a special mention regardless. And I'll get to hear about what happened to all those characters as time goes on. I'll probably mention what happened to each character as we actually select them to drive as in the races. There's emphasis on the races here to a good extent, because we're going to have something special, something different for every single race we do, which should be fun. And one last mention, I guess, would be Otto's Best of Goons, which would be Rupert, I suppose, we'll say now, who just, I don't know, I just want knowledge of existence, I guess, because this is pretty much every single character. I guess with the exceptions of, oh, there's no track D's in here, right? Did I not give track D a mention? Track D is in here. Or the Alex robot. But anyways, let's get going.
Welcome to Stunt Track Challenge, coming to you live from high above Hot Wheels Stadium. There are 6 shows, each one packed with super high-speed races, crazy death-defying stunts, and cool metal-crunching crashes. Each show features a series of challenges and races. Finish 3rd or better at the end of each show and you move on. And don't forget, win all 6 shows and take home the ultimate prize. Get ready to play Stunt Track Challenge.
Really, I might edit in those cutscenes so I can get my hands on them. If I can get my hands on good footage of them. Now, the reason I'm not actually doing a blind run is one, so I can edit all of the cars' appearances before actually doing the playthrough. And two, so that I don't have to worry about which car is unlocked for which race. Prizes? Oh, because it's actually... No, I thought I could look at all the prizes for everything at once, but no. Oh, you got Vulture that early in the game? I kind of forgot when you unlock what. I know you unlock Switchback at the end. Huh. Anyways, let's get going.
Hey there, Hot Wheels fans, and welcome to Stunt Track Challenge. I'm your host, Ryan Storm, coming to you live from high above Hot Wheels Stadium, where the high-octane action is about to begin. The rules are simple. There are 6 shows, each one packed with super high-speed races, crazy death-defying stunts, and cool metal-crunching crashes. Up first, on this show, we're gonna get prehistoric in Jurassic Jam. We start with a Stunt Track Challenge right here in Hot Wheels Stadium. Race Cam, let's check it out. The challenge instructions are being sent to your car's onboard computer now. Get ready to play Stunt Track Challenge. Okay, player 1, you're up.
So I will have a gimmick for every single car, every single character that appears, including the ones that aren't in races. Of course, the ones that aren't in races, the various stunt events one are going to get a lot more screen time actually. But those are most of those characters that we'll see a lot in these types of events merit more screen time, maybe with the exception of Sloopy-Doo. So I'm not going to complain. But real quick, let's see what our big gimmick is for, I believe this is Slingshot in this event. Yeah, so generally, the idea, I'm not going to try to stick to these too strictly because I don't want to waste time. It's just, we're doing this for fun. The point isn't even to win any of these events necessarily.
Watch out for the spinning dinosaur bones. 3,
Oh no, this one's Muscle Bone. Darn it! Or not quite Muscle Bone. Let's worry something. Swoopy-Doo. Oh, so this one's a bit more fun. I thought we were doing the Dino Teeth one first.
Go!
So the idea of Swoopy-Doo is to actually get the smallest,
A good spin!
no, possible amount of points.
Into the spin!
I love this game's physics. I love being hit by these Dino Teeth. I want to try to get as little time as possible, or as few points as possible actually passing. So the idea here is I'm going to wait as long as I can. Just because, just to make fun of Swoopy-Doo being effectively useless most of the time.
Spin!
Okay, so you do actually have to hit the ground if we run out of time. Okay.
Jump into the mid 3, 2, 1, go!
So you can do that.
A good spin!
Not a good spin in the slightest. Don't lie to me, Tripping Rhinestorm. It's nice finally hearing his voice again after all this time though. So now that we're actually, since we're going to be sitting here for a moment of Swoopy-Doo, we should probably see what Swoopy-Doo is actually doing. No! Not Swoopy-Doo!
Jump into the mid 3.
You can say what Swoopy-Doo is doing after the events of this whole story here.
Into the spin!
You know what? Take actual effort to get as few points as possible.
Jump ramp ahead. Try a stunt.
I will.
Oh, bad landing.
I tried. I'll read it once we're actually sitting here. Okay. I freaking brakes on this thing. Swoopy-Doo, where are you? Wow, that's not a joke I expected would work. I just kind of made that. I don't know what.
You gotta hurry.
I'm hurrying.
You're rocking now.
Hey, I landed. You heard me get points. What? That's stupid. You heard me get points. Where are they on this list? So we do. There you go. They somehow managed to be annoying even on the list I just wrote them on. Okay. So, Scooby-Doo probably has the least impressive of little where are they now types of ordeals. Scooby-Doo, at this point, rather than trying to do anything racing related, has pretty much settled for just driving an ice cream truck instead. Which, my dad does not involve killing anyone, in case you haven't been wondering. I spent so much time in the air here, though, it's crazy.
Spin! You gotta hurry!
It's a bigger time bonus than I was looking for. $200. No! I want to get 4 points in John. Darn it! I think that's gonna be what I try to do now. Darn, I'm already managing to spend more time on than I expected. But I try and get the fewest points possible. I want to get fewer points than this John dude. I would have taken that as fine if there wasn't this dude who somehow got fewer points than I did. Oh my god, good job, Scooby-Doo.
Wow, what a crowd! You guys rock!
My idea was initially to try to just get few points, but now I want to get the least points each time Scooby-Doo. I want Scooby-Doo to get last every single time. Just as a fun measure to see how few points you can get. My intention is not in the other ones to actually retry them multiple times like this. Really? Okay, no, I'm not gonna try that. Scooby-Doo's not even worth trying to get the fewest possible points. That's how useless Scooby-Doo has turned out to be. Scooby-Doo does, in case you're wondering, still every now and then go out on the track and do something or another, but it's not like they're gonna make anything impressive out of it. As we can see, even when they try to do badly, they don't do badly enough. For some reason, I always think that this one is first, but it's not. Anyway, so here we're driving as first. I put a lot of time into working this out. I even recorded who I have planned who we're going to drive us in each race. I even know which drivers appear in each race. There you go. Alright. So this one, on picture to start as, we're actually going to start as Otto. This is going to be a good example of the weird stuff we're going to do here. And we're starting off with some of the really, really weird gimmicky characters, actually. As Otto, we have a particularly weird thing going on here. We're actually going to... Is there actually a pattern to who? No, not discriminatory. So for one, just as a funny little reference to this car... Hey, here's Cam. Here's the blimp. This car, being able to go back in time, I decided, let's actually try going backwards. And this game's handbrake is really gentle. Darn it! I thought you actually couldn't go backwards in this game. Because there's a time limit. Darn it! Disqualified. Hi, Alex. I thought you actually couldn't do that. Darn it, game! Because I thought you had that time limit. Game? I'm trying to do fun things here. At the very least, I can attack everyone. So I guess we'll just settle for attacking everyone instead, because I forgot that you couldn't do that. Ah! Take that, Danny. Perfect. Did I know Danny was in this race? Yeah, of course. I guess I'll just have to leave it at that. Whoops. And just... Otherwise, just be aggressive. Probably Medicog a little bit. Get out all the way here and go away. Ah! Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to really be aggressive and have fun with it in this game. But special attention is going to go to Danny, of course. I appreciate finally playing again. Oh, geez, he's spinning me, too. Danny, get back here. I don't even care about what position I get either, though. Like, that's not the intention for most of these races. Ah. You can't really pit someone in this game, though, unfortunately, which is unfortunate. It would be really fun if you could. Probably the intention was just to attack everyone, but no, why won't I give special attention to Danny? Potentially Gearhead, too. It's weird how you have to actually keep moving forward the entire time, though. You could even actually still be in the race, but if you take too long to get from one checkpoint to the other, Even if there are still people behind you, you'd still end up losing, which is really strange to me. Kind of curious now to what degree you can actually make someone else wreck.
Perfect day for Stunt Track Challenge Racing.
Not at last. Come on now.
Hold the road better.
Of course, Danny takes my flames. No, Danny.
You finished 4th. Try again.
These names, cake rolls. Anyways, let's get going to the next one. I make this episode slightly longer to make up for spending a ton of time introducing the characters. So now I play as Slingshot. What's Slingshot's deal?
Knock out all the dino teeth. Build up boost to hit the top row.
So Slingshot's story is really just, at this point, that they're getting back into the races.
Go!
Oh, whoops, messed that up.
A good spin.
They're getting back into racing, and for instance,
Jump ramp ahead. Try a stunt.
Stunt Track Challenge. And they spend some time training with their brother 16 Eagles now as well. Darn!
Jump ramp ahead. Try a stunt. All right.
Having made up a little bit.
Get the boost. And that crowd goes wild.
But it's just a pretty simple one, but I think it's most appropriate for them. So what I'm going to do here with Slingshot most of the time is I'm just going to try to... Usually with Slingshot you're knocking stuff down or destroying things in some way or another. So I'm just going to try to destroy everything that can be destroyed. We're fine.
Nice.
Oh geez, where am I going?
Really lost it there. Boost now.
No, just Giant Storm. That would not be the proper course of action here. And in this particular first roll, it's pretty easy to knock everything out anyways. I got no points for spins. What? Fuck, I should've. Whatever. I appreciate seeing Alex's name here from time to time. Yeah, I think I'll cut the episode here though. I'll keep on going here next time. With High Altitude, which is, I believe, Muscle Tone. Or no, that's not Muscle Tone. I am doing it again! It's 40-something, which of course is going to mean Swoopy-Doo again, I think. See you next time, though.